Alright, welcome one, welcome all. We're gonna take a look at game 3 here of Zach and I's last series in Dawn of Warcraft. You can see I'm up here at the 12 o'clock as the humans in purple, and my good friend Zach is at the 9, 10 o'clock here as the orange orcs. So I discussed in the previous game, we've noticed the 9 o'clock is kind of disadvantaged against 6 o'clock, and the 3 o'clock against 12 o'clock, but being as those are not the positions we're playing, this should be a pretty even game. So let's talk a little bit about humans. Humans, we start out with these militia. They're kind of very basic infantry, similar to grunts, although a little weaker than grunts. And we find in general, human units have lower health but high armor. They're a bit slower. Humans are kind of a more defensive race with strong buildings and stuff like this. So I am just going ahead, getting barracks and mill. Zach has also got barracks mill. He's getting his war chief. I'm working on getting my general. You can see up here. And yeah, we're just moving, capturing the points on the map, and kind of getting our economies built up that way. So you can see Zach actually went for this point quite early just to make sure if I was down here that he wasn't going to get kind of beat to it and have a tough time. So yep, not too much interesting going on at this very moment. We're just building up our forces, going around. Yep, upgrading, as you can see, upgrading to villages, upgrading to these camps, which give us more resources. So let's take a look at the resources right now. Zach is at 44 and 10, and I am at 44 and 20. I guess my mill finished up, although his just did. So we're both 44. He's just probably captured another point or finished an upgrade. He's at 50 now, and I'm at 50 also. So we're pretty much exactly even at this exact moment on our incomes. You can see, however, Zach is moving across the map, and he's probably going to try to intercept me here or here, stop me from capturing all my points, perhaps defeat my army. His grunts are pretty strong. They do a lot of damage, and his war chief gives them the ability to do some extra damage, but you can see he doesn't quite get them there with the speed boost, but I am able to capture this point, and now we're going to have a bit of a fight here. So I back up a bit because I'm not able to. We can see Zach is building his war forge, and me, I'm just upgrading points. I'm getting another barracks, it looks like. So let's see how this fight goes. My main goal is to keep this from getting captured, to keep all my militia in the point, and to get this village up. If this upgrade finishes, then I'm going to be able to hold this point, and I'll win this fight no matter what, essentially, because I'll just have the additional damage from the building. So I just have to hold out for another 14 seconds. It's pretty even trade, though. Yeah, so just... You can see I finished the building. We're going to try to get a couple more kills on each other. Probably if I was microing, I could kill this guy, but I might be off doing something else. So Zach pops his war cry, gets out of here. I have an opportunity to get us around here, but I screw the micro up. I don't know what I clicked on, but it didn't work. So in any event, we kind of get away. We end up about even. As you can see, I'm a little ahead in income, 80 to 56. The reason being, I captured this. Zach has 2 unupgraded points. Probably he just neglected them because he was busy microing that fight. And then there's 2 points here that he hasn't captured yet. So I'm a little ahead in income right now, but I don't think it's so much that he won't be able to recover. I got 2 barracks. I'm just building these crossbowmen. And he has just got the 1 barracks, and he has got his first damage upgrade. Yep. And then he is, I don't know what he's waiting for. He doesn't have that much money, I guess, so he's probably just spending his money to upgrade these points. He wants to make sure he's got the money to upgrade the points when he finally captures them, so that his economy doesn't have to fall that much further behind. So can see he's trained some grunts, and I am getting my blacksmith. It's going to unlock footmen. It's going to let me get my upgrades that I need. Well, like my attack and defense upgrades. Yep, so capture this relic down here. And I'm also working on capturing this critical location here. Same as the regular points. So essentially every point you capture is worth 6 gold. So you capture a relic, that's 6 gold. Critical location, 6 gold every 10 seconds. So the income you see here is every 10 seconds. And then every upgrade of a point is worth an additional 6 gold. So an unupgraded point is worth 6. This village here is worth 12 every 10 seconds. There's a second and third level upgrade that'll add another 6 gold each one. So fully upgraded point gives you 24 gold every 10 seconds. You start with a 10 lumber every 10 seconds income, and then you also will get another 10 from your lumber mill, but they cost 4 food. So there's a little bit of a trade-off there. So yep, just kind of working on capturing our points, kind of shifting around, and we're just cementing our points. I bet you Zach is about caught up. 92 gold, 98 gold to 98. Yep, so now our incomes are totally even, so I have a tiny bit of an advantage, which you can kind of see in the food count, but not so bad. Zach is getting pillage at his town hall here, so exact same more or less as the base Warcraft 3 game, but because all of the resource points are buildings, we actually find that pillage gets a lot of use, and you can get a fair amount of value just harassing enemy points with that. So he's got another barracks going up, and you can see I'm working to capture his relic here to decap it. I'm just going to try to, again, so you can see I decap it. He's down to 92, or I'm at 104 now, I guess because I've captured this critical location. So he might, he's going to lose a little bit of gold from this, but again, these are just kind of little give and takes we do. It's so sad to see he moved off at this time when it's almost captured. I do that in a couple of games. It just feels wrong, even though I understand sometimes there's like time pressure. So I've captured this relic, but he's got his forces coming up trying to catch these crossbowmen, see if he can get a few kills. And indeed, you can see I'm going tier 2. Zach is getting some demolishers. He might be saving up for tier 2 also. He's got a fair amount of money in the bank, probably working on this micro here.
Ready for action.
He runs away. I don't know where exactly he's off to. Fight going on here. Again, he is down about 20. It might be a better call for him to just retreat, although I'm sure he doesn't quite realize exactly where the food situation is at. But these footmen, they're worth 3 food each, and for that reason they kind of pump your food up quite a bit. Yep, so he's going tier 2. He's got 2 demolishers coming. Loses a couple of grunts, not so bad, and then tries to get out of here. Got a couple of guys down here harassing. Again, probably getting a little bit of money from just hitting this, but he doesn't want to lose this grunt. So my army's coming down here to defend, but I think I can tell it's only a few units, so I'm going to see if I can catch them. Probably if I microed better, I could have killed this one grunt, but I messed it up completely. Whatever, let him go. It's fine. So, especially because I have control of both relics right now. I'm up 1 critical location. My economy is just a little bit better. 110, 1030 to 9220. So, but Zach is coming back for another attack here. I guess he kind of knows part of my army's down here. Just going to try to decap my critical location and probably even push in on my base a bit with his siege weapon. So I get another crit location. Just a little bit extra money, but yeah, he's going to be trying to push in on my base with his demolishers. Luckily these footmen don't take a lot of damage from siege. It's much more dangerous against the crossbowmen and against the militia to some degree, but the crossbowmen are who's going to take the most damage from those siege units. This war chief is getting really low. Focused down by the archers, but he's got a bunch of grunts over here that are, you can see how much damage those do. So, Where he's attacking my crossbowmen, he is doing very, very well. But kind of I have a lot of force down here. I got some pretty good upgrades on my footmen, 1-1. Same as him, of course, but I also have my training right here with 3 barracks, so I'm just putting out a lot of footmen. We can see also I'm getting an Arcane Sanctum. It's going to let me train sorceresses and spell swords, which are both magic units. Sorceresses have the slow ability, very similar to base Warcraft 3, and spell swords are just a totally magic unit, which is going to be extra effective against anything with heavy armor. Conversely, Zach is now hit tier 2. He's going to get his Spirit Lodge. It's going to allow him to get magic units also. And I've started to upgrade my points to get a little bit of additional economy. Meanwhile, probably Zach could start upgrading his points. He's working on trying to just defend against this, you know, figuring out how he's going to be able to hold this army back. And based on the foods right now, I probably could just push in and try to kill his base, but you know, I think I'm going to opt for caution, if I recall, because the worst thing you could do is win a big fight, have a commanding position, and then throw your army away on his base defenses. When, you know, I can go and attack this point, which is where it looks like I'm going, kind of do some harassment damage, and just get further ahead, right? So I'm going tier 2. I've got a workshop coming up so I can get some siege units. And we can see now he's upgrading his points, trying to get that extra economy. And this guy here is a battle mage, who is a magic unit, who's going to be pretty effective against these footmen. Although, you know, on the other hand, the crossbowmen are going to do a lot of damage against magic units also. So it's kind of an in-between sort of thing. Yep, so just kind of pushing on this base. Again, the crossbowmen are getting beat up by the Demolisher, but we're starting to see, yeah, he just can't totally hold this. I'm able to destroy this listing post, and I probably decap it. Looks like it. So he has this magic damage, pretty effective, but yeah, it's going to kind of lose effectiveness over time. Alright, so I've decapped it, I've knocked his point over, so he's down to 98 gold. Not a huge amount of economic damage, but when I'm up at 146, because I've been upgrading my points, as you can see, that his economy is starting to feel really weak. I'm way ahead in food, so we're just going to have to see if Zach can make a comeback happen here.
Locked and loaded.
Got a good amount of money, could probably afford to build another barracks, try to build up some more units, but he's probably thinking about tech also, thinking about what upgrades he needs to get to make his units effective. So I kind of return home. I'm gonna go stand next to my town hall, get some healing. He's counterattacking my relic here. It's fine. You can have the relic for now. I don't have any units really over here to do anything about it, so yep. Healing up these footmen. I'm going to be building a cannon, so because I have a relic, I have access to these cannons. If you don't have a relic and you're not tier 2, you can't get a cannon, but they are much, much better than the mortar. They fire in a much flatter arc, which we saw, you know, the mortar kind of struggles because of the big arc that it has to shoot in. These are going to be way more effective, so I'm sending my forces down, including my sorceresses, which I've been training a few of. Zach has some troops here, and just a little smattering down here, just enough to capture this. So I'm going to send these troops down. Looks like I'm worried that there's more there. You know, if we check Fog of War, well, it's just disappeared, but you can't see very much. So I don't know how many troops are there, and surely I'm probably not totally aware of, you know, the state of Zach's forces. You know, I've been letting him build up a bit, even though I have a little bit of an advantage from destroying his point. Looks like I'm thinking about, okay, let's take this back. Maybe I expected to see his army there, so I brought my whole force here. Everything's kind of out of order. My footmen should probably be in front, but here we are. That's okay. So Zach has got a shaman. They can do spirit link. And he has a bunch of battle mages, which are going to be doing that magic damage, which is going to be important for the upcoming battle, especially take up my footmen. But you can see I do have a lot of footmen. So, is he working on any other tech? Getting demolishers. Oh, catches a few here. Catches a sorceress coming down. My cannon is there. I just run it away. Cannon's about 150 gold, which I have money right now, but it'd be better not to lose it. So at home, I built the stables just now. I'm getting an altar, so I can get some upgrades and some knights, which are even more powerful than footmen. Looks like we're gonna have a bit of a battle here. So of course, slow on top of reducing your movement speed reduces your attack speed also. So it's just making, already I have an advantage in numbers. And we're seeing, okay, well, his attack damage output is going to be really reduced also. So he's going to try to run away, but with the slow on his guys, it's going to be tough. I'm going to be able to pick a lot of them off. I don't know if I get the demolisher or not, but for sure this is a rough situation again. A bit of a duel here. So we can see the cannon, 173 damage max. This guy's only doing 122. Hit my guys with my own splash there, but that's okay. It happens. So yeah, again, I kind of am able to, I have 2 out of 3 control points. I'm able to defeat his army again. Just a hot sec, I'm gonna pause. I have to get my salmon. Had to take a quick pause there, had something in the oven that is now done. So as I was saying, got these 2 control points, kind of way ahead in food. It's looking pretty dire for Zach right now, but that's okay. You know, we play a whole bunch of games. It takes a little while to warm up sometimes. And indeed, you know, we're always trying new strategies. We're still pretty early on in this game, just trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. So, kind of put a little pressure on his outpost here with my cannons. Capture this. Now I'm forcing him to send his units down, but this looks like a tough fight for the orcs. So yeah, just with the amount of damage I'm putting down, I've got to take and hold victory now because I've captured most of the points. All right, so he's doing a little bit of dispelling and blowing up a lot of guys with demolishers, but unfortunately, I just have a whole bunch of units, so he's almost getting away.
The flows of magic are whimsical today.
Oh, but I cast Holy Light on his war chief there, and he calls it. He says, all right, I'm down. I'm going to lose my points. Fair enough. So we can see overall about 2,000 gold near the end, just kind of built up from me doing some economic damage and having, you know, a good trade in that first fight. That's all right. It was a good game, and we'll see next time. We have another bit longer game where, yeah, we kind of see more tech explored, especially for the orcs, because it will be an orc mirror whenever I get to that. For the time being, this is Capital T. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.